Hey guys, welcome back to Simple Balance Astrology today, and Stan here back again with another video. And today's gonna be quite spontaneous, very high level in a way that I'm going to discuss some deep things about the exaltation and debilitated planets. Okay, so in astrology, the Sun, the Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, right, is exalted, meaning it's comfortable, very high functioning at certain signs, and debilitated, meaning weak at certain signs. And I think this is a good thing to mention when viewing the world, right, in terms of material things, um, worldly things, and personal development, right? And I think this video needs to be done to sort of understand the reality of what's actually happening within these planets. And if you don't know if your planet is exalted or not, first check out the link below and find out where your planets are placed. And you follow through this video because I'm going to discuss about the strengths and weaknesses of all of these signs, really. So let's talk about the sun first, right? The sun is really exalted in Aries. The sun in Aries, right? And 180 of Aries is what? A Libra, right? Why is the sun exalted in Aries? Sun is exalted in Aries because Aries is fiery, the leader, and sun is all about the ego, right? And Libra is about partnerships, thus sort of disconnecting from the ego and more about spreading yourself towards a little bit of everything with relationships. Okay? Now, the main purpose of this video is to understand that not all exalted planets actually give you benefits that today we are seeking. You know, so for example, oh, your Venus is in Pisces, right? And Venus represents what? Love, relationships, just romance. And it's supposed to be exalted in Pisces. But here, what you actually find out is that most people with Venus and Pisces are actually haven't really been in such great relationships or have that perfect, beautiful partner or having that romantic love life, right? But why is that, right? If my Venus is exalted, shouldn't it be great in my natal chart? I mean, in my life? So yeah, the key here is that actually what you find is that exalted planets benefit you in a more in a different plane, not really relating towards the here in the moment of this world. Okay, you see that actually most people in Venus and Pisces are actually, if not single for a long time, and that their love is more universal, more humanitarian rather than just relationships or having that perfect spouse. Um, so yeah, and actually you see that actually Venus in Virgo actually does better, even though it's debilitated, meaning it's weak. You see a lot of Venus in Virgo people that are beautiful with a very beautiful partner and everything, because Virgo represents more of the doing, the practical nature, and this world is about being practical, being able to handle the practical things in life. That's why you see a lot of Venus and Virgo people that are actually in great partnerships, even though Venus is actually weak and debilitated here, right? So this is the point of this video is to really exaggerate and bring out the truth of what it really means to be exalted and debilitated in a sense, right? And another example would be Mars in Capricorn. Mars is exalted in Capricorn. It likes to fight and work hard. And then when Mars is debilitated in Cancer, right, it doesn't know exactly what to do. It's like, but here the thing is that Mars in Capricorn is more about doing, right? But you see, in today's world, Mars and Cancer people are very successful in making money. Why? Because since it's debilitated, right? It doesn't know exactly what to do about the actual doing physically, but their minds are are actually more clever in in strategizing of what's actually happening. And when you come with the strategy, Mars and Cancer people, they're very clever in making that money, material wealth. So, it really depends. Like Mars and Capricorn these people seems to work hard, but they're not gaining that success in life in terms of wealth as compared to the Mars and Cancer person because they're actually more clever than Mars and Cancer, even though it's debilitated, right? So yeah, it's actually quite fascinating when you see this thing. Okay, and one more example here I would want to address is Moon in Taurus. Moon is exalted in Taurus, right? Moon loves to be in Taurus. Taurus represents comfort, luxury, and just complete stability, right? But when it comes to like, which is good for understanding the self, and self growth. But when it comes to like actually gaining material wealth, Moon in Scorpio, 180 of Taurus, right? Debilitated here in Scorpio, the Moon actually benefits in gaining those successes because Moon and Scorpio people are often a little bit how should I say uh, they have intense emotions, right? But that sort of intense emotion gives them the passion, the willpower to achieve their goals. Let's say, for example, Roger Federer, greatest of all time tennis player, Moon in Scorpio, passionate about tennis, making millions. He's way beyond rich, right? But yet, you know what? He still plays tennis, passionate about gaining more, winning more Grand Slams, and achieving those records, He wants to achieve. Money is important, but he wants to achieve what he seeks as passion. Passion brings a long way when it comes to uh, making success, right? Passion is important. And, Moon and Taurus people are actually very comfortable and very, with what they already have. So it depends on how you see things. Exalted and debilitated doesn't mean, oh, I have exalted, meaning that my life is going to be absolutely great. Not always, not necessarily, okay? And debilitated doesn't mean that, oh, my life is going to be absolutely horrible. No, it's not. But you need to understand how the planets work in order to understand how it plays in your life and what you actually want. All right, guys. So those are my 2 cents on Exalted and Debilitated. All right. And if you enjoyed this video, please comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.